In Chapter 6 of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, everything begins to change for Harry Potter in a way that feels almost unreal, because for the first time in his life he is not locked in a cupboard, not being shouted at, not being ignored, but instead standing in a busy train station filled with noise, movement, and confusion, holding his trunk and owl, completely unsure of what to do next as the Dursleys leave him without care or guidance, almost as if they are happy to get rid of him, and Harry is left staring at the signs for Platform 9 and Platform 10, wondering how something as strange as Platform 9 and 3/4 could even exist. His heart racing as he realizes he might miss the train to Hogwarts before his magical life even begins, and just when the panic starts to rise, he overhears a warm, lively family talking about Hogwarts and Muggles. And that is when hope appears in the form of the Weasley family, who feel instantly different from anyone Harry has ever known, especially Mrs. Weasley, who notices his confusion and helps him without hesitation, explaining the unbelievable secret that he must walk straight through the wall between the platforms, which sounds completely impossible but also strangely exciting, and Harry, gathering all his courage, pushes his trolley forward, runs toward the solid wall, expecting a crash, but instead passes right through it as if stepping into another world, and suddenly everything changes in a single moment as he finds himself on Platform 9 and 3/4, surrounded by magic, with a bright red train steaming loudly, witches and wizards talking happily, owls hooting, and a feeling in the air that tells him he finally belongs somewhere. And as he boards the Hogwarts Express, unsure but full of excitement, he sits alone for a moment until a boy named Ron Weasley enters, shy but friendly, and what starts as a simple conversation quickly turns into something deeper, because for the first time in his life Harry is making a real friend, someone who laughs with him, shares stories, and treats him like an equal. And when the trolley of magical sweets arrives, Harry, who has never been allowed to enjoy such things, buys a large collection of treats and shares them with Ron, not because he has to, but because he wants to, showing the kindness in his heart. And as they eat chocolate frogs and discover famous wizard cards, Harry begins to understand the world he is now part of, learning that he is actually famous, though he never lets it change who he is. And just as things feel comfortable, Hermione Granger enters, confident and intelligent, already focused on rules and learning, creating a slightly awkward but important moment that marks the beginning of another key relationship. And then comes Draco Malfoy, bringing tension into the compartment with his proud and arrogant attitude, offering friendship but only on his terms, looking down on Ron and others he considers inferior. And in that moment Harry makes a powerful choice, rejecting Draco and choosing kindness and loyalty, instead, unknowingly setting up a rivalry that will continue throughout the story. And as the train journey continues, filled with laughter, learning, and small discoveries, it eventually comes to an end, but not before building the foundation of friendships and values that will shape everything ahead. And when they finally arrive, the night sky and the calm lake create a magical atmosphere as the students follow Hagrid and step into small boats, crossing the dark water toward a glowing castle that seems almost like a dream, Hogwarts rising tall and magnificent, reflecting in the lake. And for Harry, this is more than just a school. It is a symbol of a new beginning, a place where he is no longer alone, no longer unwanted, but finally part of something bigger, something magical, something that feels like home. And as the chapter closes, it leaves a powerful feeling in the heart, because this is not just a journey on a train. It is the moment where Harry's real life truly begins, where friendship replaces loneliness, hope replaces fear, and the door to an extraordinary adventure opens wide, pulling the reader in so deeply that they cannot help but keep watching, keep reading, and keep wondering what will happen next.